Hi, Top Dices. My name's Aid, and welcome to another quick sort of first opinion and first view of a game. This is something that I'd ordered some time ago, and it's taken quite a while to come back in stock and get through to me. The Riverbank role playing game. Basically, I don't know what way to describe it. Wind in the Willows, Beatrix Potter, that sort of game. So it's quite unusual, quite different. And it came with some whimsy cards or between times and haphazardry cards. So that's what we've actually sort of got. It's quite, I suppose, whimsical is a good way of putting it. Possibly cozy. I know there's a big thing going on at the moment about cozy role playing games. So that's more social interaction, a bit like Flabbergasted and the forthcoming Pumpkin Spice game. And it gives a bit of a different take on things rather than your usual kick the door in, kill the monsters, loot the treasure. So this one, you weave a cozy narrative of social adventures, escalating situations, and impending disasters with more than a few unexpected twists. Celebrate festivals, attend Miss Badger's literally salons for the hors d'oeuvres, if nothing else, and nurture and occasionally sabotage relationships with one another and a charming cast of non-player characters. So quite a different look to it all round. That was something there that came in there with it. I know very little about this game. I'm going to throw that straight up there. And it was a bit of a more of an impulse buy. It's from Kobold Press. So Kobold Press, you might know them more for things like Tales of the Valiant and the various codexes, etc. It gives some idea of what they actually sort of do there on the back page, different players' guides. So this is a bit of a different take on things. It was a Kickstarter or a crowdfunder, I believe, and it would fit, I would think, as quite a minor interest role playing game, but the art, etc. And I'd love Wind of the Willows. That kind of sold the idea for me, so I thought I'd give it a blast. As I said, I know very little about it. It's the art is just brilliant though with its the system. I'm going to have to sort of have a good look at and have a work around. You've got all sorts going on here. You've got to select a sort of animal. So there's the 16 sorts of animal are badger, cat, crow, or magpie, dormouse, mouse, rat, or water rat, dove or pigeon, duck, goose, heron, fox, frog or toad, hare or rabbit, hedgehog, lizard or newt, so a reptile, mole, otter, owl, squirrel, had to be really in there, and a stoat or weasel. They've all got their own surnames, etc. there that you can randomly roll for. And there's all sorts really going on. Unusual, I think, is the word to sort of put this one. But I'll show you a few things as we're actually going. Just adjust the camera a little bit so you can see more of the book, less of me. You don't need to see me. So I'll just do a quick flick through to give you some idea of the art, etc., and the layout as we actually sort of go. Some great little sort of bits of stuff going on here. I think this will be very much a minor game that we'll pick up and play every now and then. I can't see it being a campaign based one, but you never know. As far as cozy role playing games actually go, I really did like Flabbergasted. That really did sit well with me. I'm looking forward to Pumpkin Spice, which is going to be quite a big hit, I suspect. And the witchy aspects actually of it. Oh, there you go, a collie dog. You've also got a map. And one thing I did know about this. Let's see if I can actually find the map, if I can spot it at all. Oh, there we go. So there's a map of where you're actually going to be playing, where the basic setting actually is. Now, the interesting thing about this is that humans exist. So it's a bit, I suppose, more like Beatrix Potter style, if anything. And there'll be interactions with the farmer, with the local populace. And as an animal, you're probably going to have to get the better of them one way or another. And there's bound to be some issues around that. So think Jemima Puddle Duck, Peter Rabbit, that sort of thing. Now, the other thing that was of interest to me were these cards. Now, I'm loving the fact that a lot of role-playing games these days come with cards. Now, a lot of players and game masters might, oh, it's just fapping. Cards do not make a role-playing game. They don't. But what they do, or I've found from experiences, they get the players on board. If you give them a card or there's something there physically to actually have a look at, then usually there's some buy-in from them. So there we go. So between times cards. First thing on the back, I'm not going to open them just yet. You found a piece of machinery that isn't working. What is it? A bicycle, an apple peeler, a Franklin stove? Did you repair it or find someone else to repair it? Did you sell it to whom? What did you do with the proceeds? So there you go. That's a bit of a interesting sort of link in there. Passage cards. So these are a bit, I suppose, not like critical failures, but certainly ways of throwing a bit of spanner in the works for the players. So with this particular one on the back, haphazardly, the weather gets abruptly worse and stays that way. A drenching downpour, snowstorm, heavy fog, or the like. Everyone currently outside must perform a feat of discretion, middling and very important, for a total of 8 before applying any other modifiers. To flee inside without falling, pushing, or someone else over. Whether they succeed or fail, everyone has a 50-50 chance of leaving whatever they were doing outside. Getting back to the bit of machinery. For all subsequent deeds, they are modified as though for a tiresome foe, +2, nature being the foe. So quite a lot of interesting, and again, the quality of this is, as you'd expect with Kobold Press, very, very high. That's a very substantial box. I got some Warhammer ones earlier on, and not to the same standard by any stretch. It's good quality, but that really is, I would say, the Mutts Nuts is that one. And the book, it's absolutely gorgeous. And I'm looking forward to seeing what the game is actually like. The character sheet, you can usually go off that. Must admit, wasn't overly drawn with the character sheet. There we go. That's a character sheet there. So it's functional. Unlike the Warhammer one from earlier, it's not as, shall we say, impressive by any stretch of the imagination, but it's looking like it'd be a good solid game, and it's certainly something you could pick up probably and play with kids, which is another bonus. And if you want a bit of a cozy one, as I sort of said, yourself, your partner, that might be a way of actually getting them on board with role playing. Right, okay. Well, enough Tiggy Winkles, hedgehogs, squirrels, and collie dogs for me for tonight. Have a good one and keep rolling those dice, and maybe give Riverbank a bit of a look. It looks like it'd be well worthwhile. Enjoy. See you soon.